security, I take things very seriously. Listen to this, man. I don't like being interrupted when I'm speaking to individuals. I don't like people trying to manipulate other people's conscience when it comes to international security. I don't like people trying to interrupt the reason of one's intellect and order like they're giving a martial arts blow or a gunshot to a person's consciousness when they're telling them what when I'm telling them, because they'll be telling somebody else that wants to kill international security. I'm telling international security how to secure themselves, to regard themselves, so they can have a future social equality. So if a person's interrupting one's receptiveness of one frequency to show you the conduct of the reality, beyond serious. Now let me explain something to you. The reason why they went after the pyramids is because one's learning, one's habitation to one's higher consciousness of one's depth of even, how can I say this, temperament of one's reality, of the intricacies of militance a certain type of way, and the reason why to be cleansy in honor, order, of elegance, of the quality of one's dignity of honor, of one's reason of existence, of social economics and value of education. Now let me explain something to you. If you have an individual in life that turns around and then they go after the pyramids to go excavate and they don't belong there, those are people that's trying to cut you off a vital point at a time, that just wants to mess up a point of foundation to your dignity. Because if they're voting in social economic systems, what are they doing to you a certain type of way? Because who's conducting the wrong type of existence or order, and who does, and certain people don't even have permission to be in the pyramids at a certain time because certain things that took place and happened in history. So one can't be negligent to one's natural habitation, especially when you're dealing with forms of consecration, when you're dealing with forms of consecration of the physical reality. Now I'm gonna tell you just like this. You see, you have a person, this chick, I don't know who she's already trying to kill her own family at a certain time. Because let me explain something to you. If I'm inside and I'm the head of every dignity and signature and I'm relaxing, say I have a child out there of the same family that's doing wonderful in life, and then you have the piece of shit that's fucking up the family's nervous system, that wants to fuck up the wonderful reality of another individual. Then everybody's getting along, but a person that wants attention because they're already a piece of shit a certain type of way, that just wants to spoil another person's reality because the attention that they want a certain type of way. Good for you, because a person does that to your consciousness is a person that'll devastate their own family. Now, let me explain something to you. Now, this is for really international security. Now, the real international security, especially even of your individuals of social and secret service. Now, listen to this. In this earth, it's supposed to be a reason of refinement. Now, everybody knows what education I'm speaking about. Who is refining if everybody has already a point of intellect, of regard, of the outer regard also, of one's social equality, of purity and purity, legacy and lineage, for the reason of refinement, even of their nervous system, according to their dignity and their placement and their of their point of existence in social equality on this earth. So if a person's being doing something else and a person doesn't want certain things a certain type of way, what is that telling you? And look at the time that we in 2019, March 30th 2019, 2562 Korea. Now think about this. So why would an individual be here, and then after me recovering in a paradigm off of reflection also for one's social equality, because if I don't recover, people can't heal their anatomy. So who is trying to devastate individuals' reality to social equality, even down to international security, because it was of the reasons of international security being of a form of regard, of a covering for individuals' still form of education, while me, the parent of all existence, was recovering. Now, international security being a form of a mentorship, looking at individuals saying, no, you have to be, giving them reason for to go on further for the quality of the future. Who's causing the discomfort to to individuals of regardment, that's even allowing the social habitation to even be here of a continuance, because a person of regard can't even have a person hinder their reality a certain type of way, so their regard can always be militant and strengthened and mighty. So if you have children that's bad, that's not supposed to be here, it's like go outside, you playing with elders, you don't do certain things. This is why an individual tells an individual, yo, listen, it's beyond real. A person's healing, go outside, go somewhere else. This is why you have order and directions a certain type of way. So if you have somebody in my social equality while I'm still healing, that's fucking up my social equality and the reason of one's intellect, for when, even for one's recovery, even for the literal medical of one's anatomy, of rejuvenation or refinement for one's physical. And me being the real reason in my anatomy and my DNA already provided that evidence. And then you have somebody causing some type of upset in reality and emotion, even in harmonical frequencies of pitching at a time. What is that telling you? Because a person, I could be beyond upset, so upset that I just don't want to react to the physical, react to what I really want to do. And then it makes me feel such a way inside that another person is being devastating and crying far away somewhere else and all over the places, other places are part of the world, and people wondering, well, what? Because of what should happen a certain type of way. It's just like, imagine a person of uprightness, of wonderful equality, of honor, the reason to honor one's dignity, of one's being a majesty, emperor, king, queen, a high society, middle society, even down to one's social accommodations, even down to how can I say this, civil social existence. Now, if you have somebody that's supposed to be upright, showing you a precise form, nobody's going to influence to disrespect the reason of dignity and honor, so a person doesn't have habitation or comfort. If you have somebody wrecking inside somebody's social quality of one's comfort, what are they going to do if they're already doing that to a point of their rest point? For their own physical habitation, what are they gonna do to the rest of individuals in social equality, in a social economic system? I'm resting, trying to be cleansing. Well, I am already cleansing, but trying to be, humble in my reality, honoring the reason of my space, trying to even repair, because I gotta get caught. I gotta do certain other thing, and then you have a person that's just wrecking inside for no reason and stuff. Why is that happening while I'm there? The people that's gonna even come put carpet in there, they're not wrecking nothing. They're gonna just gotta take the carpet, fold it, put new carpet in, and then if I want to paint, it's something that's still going to be cleansing and done. It's if I'm moving the bed, plastic be put on the floor, move the bed to one place, and then put the carpet and so and so. Take the bed off the carpet, put the foundation down, put the bed back, and then next thing you know, anything else that needs to be moved, put on plastic, and then they put the carpet down, then move it and put it in the precise place where it's supposed to be. So what is the situation? So why is a person causing discomfort in the physical reality? And it's just like a person that wants to show a person how to be a bad guy because they want to vote international security out, or the reason of regard because they want to live a life on some movie of like Chronicles of Riddick or some necromonger. And then they're doing it in certain type of ways in physics, and then you see the comparison of their consciousness moving a certain type of way. And then a person says, what type of equality is that? And there won't be no regard or international security after that. Nobody's gonna be in a open house because other people chased away the reason of refinement. Hey, it's okay with me because I gotta refine but I'd rather not be around your necromunda because I don't need that over here by me. That could be somewhere else. So what? Wow, it's like somebody getting comfortable on the earth saying, "Now this is family so so." International security already knows where other social habitation is a certain type of way. So what is all the comfortability for an individual claiming to do their own thing in social habitation? What is what is one what is one causing neglect to one's physical reality of one's higher being, of one's higher self? If one's supposed to, we're in 2019, a year of the reflection, one's supposed to know and be confident with what's going on, and then on top of it, still conducting it on a level where individuals are still being put in their place. Now, if you have an individual at a time, now a person says, "Oh, because you're recovering. You don't. When nobody wants to be too wonderful." I honor the reason of you saying something like that. That's wonderful, but I'll be real with you. What is the social equality about then? Because I'm not waiting to recover in madness, if or how can I say, or mayhem, or or chaos. I'm recovering insane, logical, wonderful, precise, upright, appropriate, honored, encouraging, and confident and loving equality. So all this other equality is something else. And it's not a part of me because another person is just causing a stink emotions because they're not even the precise individual supposed to be refining. And if they're choosing to refine at a place, that's a person manipulating international security to push them out a certain way. Because if a person causes a pimple, and then they're already wrong because they caused the pimple and they continue causing a pimple. What are they saying? Are they saying that you're gonna be a open body or an open vessel that you're just gonna be pouring out innocent blood? That is the purity because their reality to their sickness of their consciousness want to live is just like a person that's supposed to refine the quality of the intellect of individuals' habitation of physics and intellect, and then you have a person with stink emotions that's mad that a person is supposed to receive a quality of refinement for every individual because they're not the one that is they're not the one of the habitation to do anything a certain type of way. So, what they're gonna cause a devastation to everybody else? So when do you nip that situation and catch it before it goes and spreads this type of influence a certain type of way? And then on top of it, I'm educating to national security of being appropriate and upright, and these individuals are trying to bombard and bogart in the situation, trying to have a form of authority. It is authority because it's like a dog. It's like it should be stomping on a fucking dog. It's like trying to have a form of authority, trying to say, "Oh no, this is gonna," like they're lashing back intelligently, sacredly, and trying to be humble about the situation, like they got a secret plot. Yo, once you see people moving like that, I tell the other empresses of this earth, get rid of your shit because your homegirl's gonna kill you. My other wives, I don't even need to say nothing to you. Get rid of your shit. Your homegirl's gonna kill. She's spoiled already. I don't have nothing. I'm recovering. I'm at a point I could tell you what's wrong. If a person is causing it's just like being a police officer, and then a person wants a person to go be a gangster or a villain. Hold on for a second. It's like a person wanting a person to be a gangster or a villain or something. And then next thing you know, they're trying to cause a certain type of influence so individuals could go and bombard and then fuck up the quality of other individuals a certain type of way. And a man says, yo, listen, think about this, man. What type of society do you want to have? Because if a person is trying to show you that they're gonna do their own thing, are you gonna wait to come home and then something happen to you, or are they already gonna cause an uncomfortability until you can't be at a place a certain way and they're not even supposed to be there? You see, look at this. My children are up in the sky. Notice the stars are out of regard are up in the sky. They're not on the floor. If they come down, they visit during the day. They're not even supposed to sleep here or have sex. They have their own social equality. They know this is a part of their habitation, but this is like sacredness to their own consciousness for their own existence to be up there. Now, even I don't even gotta tell you about international security on a level of one's metaphysics. So if they already have their own social equality, if they're causing their own discomfort, that's going to cause their own fall at a time. Because a person thinks about, well, why do they come down a certain type of way if they're going to do that? Because some of them are not planning to go back up. And then you have a level of individuals that notice, and then be careful if you start seeing things like that. That means something's going to be wrong with you. Because if you're regarding, you know that you're not doing certain things, and then you know certain things are not supposed to happen, what is that person already trying to cause then? Because another person is known for a fact they have their own social equality. I would never keep people bundled up a certain type of way. So a person has their own social quality. So that's a person being negligent. They just want to do things on purpose because something that happened a certain type of way, and then another individual's feeling ways about it. And then things that happen already, and another individual can be slothful to other individuals that cause certain things because they're just looking for a point of a weak point just to do certain things to other people that already happened, and another person try to prevent it from them not happening to them because they're at the higher point of one's intellect to know the reason or regard. And then to see that and speaking about this of social equality, because I'll be around my natural habitation of my social equality, right? So then at a certain point, because I could go anywhere. And then you have this individual lashing back at individuals of the higher intellect, of one's humility, of one's real honor. The reason to honor the higher intellect, even down to one's physical, trying to already say they're gonna give. Nobody wants that stink pussy. Yo, listen, not even my wife relationship would do something like that. That you do something like that is no more family after that. Now it's like, yo, I'ma leave the house. I don't want to hear nothing after that. You know, how elegant do I have to be to tell you finish your situation? Now, I'm gonna be real. I'm a Korean Japanese man. You see what I did? I couldn't be with my wife because my wife knows how serious I am. I said, yo, listen, let me just go another part of the house and just be able to be humble over there because, you know, if I come home and I'm there, I don't want people dying around me wondering why they dying a certain type of way. I was so considerate. I said, yo, you know something? Let me put you in the metaphysical realm, spiritual realm, so you don't hinder other people's situation. You watch what's going on because if something happens to me already, you don't need it to happen to you. They don't understand the reason of the physics and the reasons of one's habitation of social equality, of one's value, and the reason of the education through time. Now, if you have a person already speaking back to me in a certain type of way, like they're being conniving and sneaky, that's something that got to be got right now. Yo, listen, I shouldn't wait for that, and I'm not going nowhere until my time is done. That's it. So, you know, it's just like you're not going to make me uncomfortable in any type of way. And if anybody tries international security, you listen, you better wait till I leave to go somewhere before you come handle that yourself. I don't even want to have to come back to hear something like that because you need to handle it. I don't care what the situation, I don't give a fuck if a person said they were family or somebody, then you get that family of the reason of the regard to go handle that instantly. I don't have nothing else to say. Yo, listen, man. Don't don't disrespect your conscience and don't disrespect your elders. You see, a man will humble himself and you wouldn't even know. It's just like a person tells you, don't touch that innocent baby. You don't know nothing. There's a person comes and looks at you, and you be looking at and then that person be older than everybody looking at you. It's like a Webster complex. I'm just looking at individuals like, what? Yo, man, you come handle that before listen, before a family ends up in a brawl, an innocent family end up losing their life, and then family that was reconditioned through other individuals in a paradigm of time that wasn't supposed to be reconditioned. And then another person acting erratic because they caused the recondition and the wrong things that happen to families. So when the family's conscious is adjusting and they noticing and realizing and coming to their reality, before it gets out of hand, before that person spoils the rest of the social equality, and devastates the physical reality, you get rid of that person. That person that's causing you, go get rid of that person. Because I'm gonna tell you just like this: that's a person that would have just manipulated international security to do wrong, to seem like they were a villain, to overthrow them, and to seem like a vote. And the next, they're taking over the earth and saying, "Oh, it's a family thing." So, yo, listen, there's a reason of regard and there's a reason of sacredness. There's a reason of honor. It's not. It wasn't for foolishness. It's for reasons of real intellect, of real physical.